Hi, we're doing Peking duck, and this takes over a day to really prepare and do everything. So we're at a day in, and so I'm going to explain backwards how we did it. Now, as you can see, the duck is in its own sauce. It's basically like a rub, where you're having the duck soak. Now, duck is a venison, so it has a heavy amount of fat, but it also can get dry very quickly. So when we cook it, we're going to have to move the whole duck around over and over to make sure that it doesn't burn. I had it the oven at 350, but first we're going to explain what's in the seasoning. First of all, Peking duck is a Chinese recipe. So obviously we're going to use soy sauce. Whatever soy sauce do you prefer, you're going to put it in. Then we're going to use a sweet wine. Now, I use Aldi's cinnamon whiskey because it is sweet to me and does have that kick. Sometimes you can make it a little spicy in that sense. Then you're going to use five Chinese five spice. You're going to use almost the whole thing of it. So get like a big size like this, and you're going to put the whole thing in. Now, a lot of times recipes will, like the recipe I'm going to put down in the description, has it for chicken, not chicken, but duck breast. You can cut it out, and there are sometimes they do sell it as breast, but I got the whole duck because, one thing, it was on sale, and two, because I feel like when you're cooking it with the fat, it makes it taste better, but it also is a bigger chance, because it's whole, to burn it. Now, it also in the thing includes the pancakes. I didn't include the pancakes because we are doing a whole thing and the fixings. Peking duck many times use oranges, and you have the option of putting oranges in and top and stuff, but that's something that you either want to do or not do. I like deeper flavors, and since you're already adding the five spice, there's really no need to. But if you're doing a non-Peking duck dish with duck, 9 out of 10 you are using oranges. Always use fresh oranges with that. And that's the only ingredients. What you're going to do is, over 24 hours, you're going to flip it over back and forth, and to make sure that both sides is soaked in. Peking duck, many times if you don't know where Peking duck is, you know when you go to Chinatown, especially in Chicago, and you see the duck being held up, hanging from the window, that is a Peking duck. It is soaked for 24 hours and cooked back and forth. So we're going to put it in the oven, and every 30 minutes we're going to flip it over, or at least until it's completely cooked. Now, before we put it in the sauce to to marinate for 24 hours, it has to completely be defrosted. There cannot be any more blood in it. So sometimes defrosting takes about almost 24 hours because it is even though it's about the size of a regular chicken, it has a lot of different layers, and I did keep all the insides in because I'm one of those people who likes cooking everything inward. The chicken, now a lot of not chicken, but ducks have the head on it. It's your option to cut it off or not. As I always say, put everything in. Some people actually still put stuff inside, like a stuffing. Once again, you could look at the fixings, and you could actually stuff those into there, and it can be something you can eat on the side with it. Personally, to me, I just need the duck, and here we go. So we're going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to show how to flip it over in the next video. So have fun.